Hi, I'm Emery Loukombo. I'm welcoming you to my personal social media and web pages. Who's Emery Loukombo and why must you follow Emery Loukombo or listening to my videos? Firstly, I'm going to respond to the first question, which is who's Emery Loukombo? I'm going to go to my web page. So all you need to do is to go on Google and then you type www.emeryloukombo.co.za. So who's Emery Loukombo? Emery Loukombo is an author, developer, and a content creator based in Cape Town. I study electrical engineering at CPUG and UNISA and register as a technician engineer and further study several online training and on coding and other different computer courses. After seeing many issues across African countries, in 2015, I wrote my first book titled Misleading of African Mindset. As well, I started a company named African Youth Invention with the trade name AYI Training Center. You can also find me like on Facebook. This is my Facebook page. It's so new, so you can see there's no follower. So I expect you're gonna, after watching this video, you're gonna follow me on Instagram, Emery Loukombo, on Facebook, Emery Loukombo, on YouTube, Emery Loukombo. You'll find me everywhere. This is the first time I'm launching opening publicly. So about my experience, you go to AYI Training Center Facebook like African Youth Invention, you will see all the work, like in the case of content generators, video editing, all those creators, like you can watch some of the coding videos, the course, the developing material course. Some of the course like the new system will come for AYI Training Center. Yeah, so you can also find out about the AYI Training Center. But now, the most important for you is, why must you follow me as Loukombo on my social media? So before I respond to this question, if you believe to improve education system in Africa, then you're at the right place, because that is about thing I will be discussing about this. Because I want to share everything I've been working for a couple of years. Now it's time for me to introduce those works that I've been working. That's the reason why I would like to be part of this, for your support to hear me. So now let me elaborate what I mean the work. So firstly, before I elaborate, this is based on my dream. As if you go to my website page, as I say, my dream is to be among the leaders working to improve the education system across Africa, which led him to start writing the book titled Research Methodology for Africa, to improve the higher school system with the deep research skill to develop youth at a very young age. Okay, now from here, I think we can understand the concept. So the concept is that every day I will start posting video where I will ask questions based on what affecting Africa. Then you can support me by just leaving a comment. Why I want your support to be part of this project. For the past 5 years, I've been working on project, writing book and setting plans. So this year, I decided to launch all those plans, which is we'll launch some competitions. A lot of things will launch, which is coming on a couple of months, which is I'm starting first to get your support to listening to my video, which I'll be posting every day, every morning, where I will ask some questions based on education systems, how to improve the education system. Then you can leave your comment and respond to the question, so that on the coming months, when we launch some of the plan that I have in mind, which I'll be discussing, if you follow me and support me, you're going to see that with your support and other leaders and my work, we can make a huge change. My concept is not like I'm here to change education. No, we can't change education, but I'm here to be part of those who want to improve the education system, because I believe the education system in Africa, it delays youth to achieve greatness at a younger age, and that can be, which is the main concept of this project. The main concept for this project is the one that we see that there is a huge of poverty, use of unemployment, there is a huge of gender-based criminality, a lot of that we're facing in society because of lack of education. Now, many of us, we blame leaders. No, even leaders, when you call them, they will say that no, they're doing well. Now, there is a confusion. That's the time I realized, no, if we continue blaming, there's no solution. But for me, personally, I believe the issue of Africa or the issue of what we are facing is due to of poor education systems. You cannot have the continent has the highest youth in the world must lack job. Because what is job development? Job development is actions of solving issue that affecting humanity or people in a particular area or in a particular field of education. Then when the solution comes, then that solution will look to hire people to run that project or to run that ideas or the company, then it creates jobs. Now, we cannot have a continent that has the highest youth, a lot of issue and lack for job. Then there's something wrong with us. Because the 9 point I seen in many African countries is that most of the population rely to the leaders. Now, when a country elect the best leader, things go smoothly. But when a country have the worst leaders, everything go mess, and that lead to depression, to anger, to violence, to criminality, gender-based, a lot of things are involved because people become frustrated. Do we need to blame the leader? For me, I'm going to blame the education system because if you are well educated, you not go depend to leader. Now, that's the reason why for the past years, I've been writing this book, which is called Research Methodology for Africa. The world convinced us that the best subject at schools is mathematics. For me, I believe the most important subject we need, especially at a higher school, that each learner must learn is the research systems. Why? Everything you see in the world, the change, development, everything is done to the process for research. Now, when people are well educated, people can start solving their issue. Like let's say, if they're gender-based in the area, the youth who go up there, if they have a skill on research, they will find out what caused other people in the area to act like criminals. They will create systems that will minimize it. But if people are not well educated, then they will work for a leader. If the leader took time, then they will blame the leader, and that's what we're confessing in Africa. So that's why I came this way and I say, if we can introduce a research skill on all schools. When I mean research skills, it's not the one that they're doing, because at the high school they do research, but I mean a deep research. Because for me, I believe the tertiary, which is university, it's supposed to be a place where people must go experiment, like inventing, developing. People are supposed to learn man skill when they're on secondary school. Primary school need to be improved to which people can learn basic like computer or some mathematics at level where when they reach the high school, they must start involving research, deep research, challenging question, because on that years, on that period, most youth do not take pressure. They depend on the parent and their mind is sharpened. They can acquire much knowledge. So if we introduce these systems to highest youth in Africa in the higher school and deep skills, a lot of youth will acquire knowledge, and this youth will become a solution in society and bring change in the world. At least each child is supposed to have a research, because everything we do, even leadership, even government, whatever they want to do, even company, before you open a business, before you do something, you need first to investigate. Now imagine now here, all the youth are trained for deep research from grade 8 to grade 12. They can do anything. What expect from go to university? It's an invention. So leave your comment on these videos. Do you feel introducing a deep research in the higher school with a proper system of trainings and people to conducting the research and bring change will make a change in society or not? Because issue is, when we are complaining about job, which is, I don't know, job is the issue solving. We've got a lot of issues that need solution. If we can drive youth with a proper education, as I say, not to change education, just to add some spicy, to impose some courses that's very important and structure it well, then see what expected, because we have the highest youth, and these youth are the one who can solve issue are facing in Africa. Now, see me for the next video tomorrow morning where I'll ask this question, but leave the comment now below to let me know what do you think about the education system. Can we introduce the highest pay, a higher reset at the high school, or I'm wrong or I'm right? So whatever, leave your comment, tell me what you think, and this is my suggestion. See you tomorrow at the same times, and I want to hear your comment. Thanks.